What's going on, Freak Nation? It's Fosdick here, bringing you another review of some amazing products that can help step up your game. Now today we're talking about Control Freaks. Today's products that we're reviewing is the original FPS Freaks, the Snipers, the Elite, and the CQCs. Now each one of these are in the FPS Freaks series. There are several different other Control Freaks series out there for those gamers that play racing games or sports. But being that I'm the run and gun kind of guy, we're going to talk about the FPS side. Let's dive into them and see if we can find the product that's just right for you. Now as you can see, we have all four set up here and ready to go. We're going to dive into them a little bit more specifically here in just a moment so we can give you some ideas. These are the FPS Freaks. These are the Snipers. These are the Elites. And my personal favorite, the ones that I use the most, is the CQC Signature Series. Now Control Freaks are extremely easy to add to your controller. They have these little divots here that you can place over the top of your thumbstick and allow them to attach. This does not damage the controller, the factory grip, and allows you to exchange these very often or remove them for traveling situations or whatever without messing up any controller, without any sticky residue or anything like that. You simply take the stick, press it over the top, and just press it down, and there it is. Won't fall off. You can flick it whatever you need to, and it's on there safe and secure. You can put one of them on there, two of them on there, one on each side, or you can even mix match the products like a CQC on your right thumbstick, and on the left have your original Freak. Okay, to kind of get started on this, we're going to talk about the packaging first. Each pack comes with a pre-packaged plastic container where you can re-stick the Control Freaks back into the package to keep it safe. This is for tournament play, traveling, so that you don't leave it on the controller and they get damaged in the process of going to the event. Now the FPS Freak Originals have the concave top, which means it has like a bowl or a dip in it. This is also for those gamers that have the high thumb art. If you like to use the top of your thumb or the very tip of your thumb to use your aiming and maneuvering around the map. Now the original FPS Freaks have a longer stem connector right here that allows for more range of motion for those long gun fights or sniper shots or whatever. The CQCs that we'll show in comparison to later on will have a shorter stem, and those are for more close quarter combats, hence the name CQC. Now to compare between the two, the CQCs are quite a bit shorter than the originals, and I'll explain why the difference is here in just a minute. These were the original Freaks that come out for the FPS series, and I still have some and still use them from time to time depending on how I play. These are really decent for long range gunfights and shooting down kill lanes, cross maps, or cross shotting, whatever. Now staying into that long range shot series, we're looking at the FPS Freak Snipers. They still have that extended stem, allowing for more range of motion. The difference between these and the original Freaks is the convex top. They don't have a dip like a bowl, they have a dome type. This is really good for those gamers that like to play thumbs on the bottom of the sticks and allows you to roll your thumb across as you hit the end of that range of motion. Now for the top of the Control Freak, it has a crosshair type grip. We noticed on the previous grip that it had those raised dots. Now the difference is, as a sniper, it's extremely crucial to not get caught on those little raised dots with the fingerprint of your thumb. This allows for a little bit more free range on the grip of the Control Freak without allowing it to grip on every little bump and nook and cranny on your thumb and causing you to miss your shot. The FPS Sniper is amazing for sniping situations, and if you like to quick scope or whatever, it can mean the difference between life or death. Next up on the show board here is the FPS Freak Elites. Now the FPS Freak Elites have the same stem as the previous ones. They have the elongated range of motion, so you have more free play there. It has an extremely neutral top. It doesn't have a convex or a concave. It's sort of in between. It has little raised edges on the edge here so that you can use the grip if necessary, either whether you play top of the thumb or bottom of the stick. This seems to be the overall best product for the general gamer. If you like to switch up your gameplay in the middle of a round, whether you're sniping for 1 minute and then switching up to a small machine gun or something and running and gunning, the FPS Freak Elites is probably what you're going to want to do. They have the best overall moderation for any type of gamer. And now on to the belle of the ball, my favorite, the FPS Freak CQC, or Close Quarter Combat Signature Series. This is the first Control Freak that I've seen that had color to it, and that's why I love these so much. They stand out, they have a little customization to the controller, and it adds a little personality. Now these have a shorter stem, so they're really built for a lot of close quarter combat situations and scenarios. Running through, clearing rooms, panic knifing, meleeing, whatever it is in your game that you need To get up close and personal with someone, these provide that kind of coverage. This promotes a quicker response time, convex top, so it's got a small dome on the top. They also have the little striations inside the Control Freak to allow for better grip for those players that play on the top of their thumb, or a raised edge around for those that like to play on the tip of their thumb on the bottom of the stick. Now with the CQCs, they're my favorite because I can play with the Control Freaks on both sticks comfortably. It allows for the increased range of motion on this stick, and on this one here, it's not such a big gap between my buttons and my reticle stick. I like to run and gun, so using the CQCs on the right thumbstick is not a big deal. And you can actually mix and match some of the products. So you can use a CQC on the right stick, and you can use a Sniper Elite on the left. Alright guys, well there you have it. There's the amazing products that's offered by Control Freak in the FPS series. I hope that I was able to give you a little bit of information on the product and shed a little light on which series or which model you need to improve the gameplay that's fit for you. When you make the purchase for your Control Freaks, be sure to use the promotional code VOSTIC in the checkout section to get your 10% off. Make sure that you let me know via Twitter at BBH_VOSTIC or on YouTube, or just send me a message in game somehow. Let me know that you got your Control Freaks, which ones you chose, and how you're liking them. It's been a pleasure to introduce these great products to you guys, and I can't wait to see you on the battlefield. Now it's time for me to get out of here and go get my freak on.